Alright, I've been stalling long enough. You know the drill. Also 4.6 is fucking lit so far, I'm not gonna lie. There we go. So, yeah. We're just gonna do the... Oh, let's remove that text. There we go. We forget to start. That event. I guess we'll do a survey for the sake of content. Yeah, that's fun. I don't really like Moon Super. I don't really like the combat experience. I'm okay with the drops. Well, it's a boss. How can I be satisfied with that? And Conry and stuff is always cool. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah. Yeah, it's somewhat difficult. This motherfucker. Yeah, those are fun. Those are fun. Yeah, those are fun. Yeah, I think it works. I don't have anything to add. Alright, let's go do Chiori's story quest. I'm saying for Akino, but you know what? Maybe they'll be able to convince me to play for her. No, I'm not. I could probably do one with a... I'd probably prefer one with a backstrap because it makes it way easier for them to stay on.
I told you I could do it using the leftover funds from the original deposit. Don't tell me you're afraid that I cheaped out on the dress.
No, not at all. I have only the fullest faith in your work, Miss Chiori. I'm just in shock, that's all. It's always been my dream to wear a Chiori boutique dress for my wedding. I really thought the chance had passed me by.
Wait, isn't that Chiori? Oh, you've got a point there.
I'm a woman of my word. If I say I can do something, then it'll be done. The first rule of business is to always keep your promises. Now, remember to not fold the gown, or store it under direct sunlight. I'd recommend only taking it out on the day of the wedding. But from the look on your face, I can tell that may be a little difficult for you.
Oh, I'll try my best. Once he sees me in this, his jaw is gonna drop straight to the floor.
Chiori, you're actually at your shop today!
Is that really so shocking? Anything you're looking for today? A custom design, or perhaps some ready-to-wear outfits for kids?
Hey, Paimon's not a kid!
Oh, that. Well, if news of the event has reached your ears, I suppose the Fontaine Apparel Association's advertising efforts have paid off.
Are there any fun and popular activities that we can take part in?
Ugh, Fashion Week isn't what I'd call fun, but it certainly always attracts a crowd. It's a fashion extravaganza that only takes place once a year, after all.
Will you be showing off some of your designs too?
Of course. All designers at the Court of Fontaine use the week to advertise their brand. If you're lucky, you could even land a large amount of orders as soon as the main show ends. Come to think of it, it was also at a previous fashion week that our label first took off.
Full design, that insole design, that looks
Aren't
very
you pretty
similar.
much
I
an
think that
established
might be
name now? People
close to
will
what
still
these
buy your
look like
clothes even if you
now.
don't participate this year, right?
That's okay.
Yeah, that's
Balls
not
aren't
quite
fun.
how it works. While many people buy clothes for fit and style,
Sure. Yeah, we can give that
the
a try.
fashion industry also strongly values a label's
those are
artistic
12
vision
wides.
and creative direction. Why would anyone patronize a label that hasn't even bothered to put out any new designs for the year?
Yeah, probably a 12,
In the end,
12 wide probably works.
Fashion is just a representation of the
Oh,
spirit of the
12
times.
then that'll work.
People support your brand because they support the vision it represents.
Huh. Okay, so maybe fashion's more complicated than Paimon thought. All that complicated stuff aside, you're saying we'll be able to see new Chiori designs at the show?
Absolutely. The designs have already been finalized. I'm just waiting for the fabrics to arrive.
Ooh, are you using materials you can't get in Fontaine?
Well, I still have a certain partiality to Inazuma-made fabrics. The textures are pleasant to the touch, and their familiarity gives...
Oh, Paimon!
Ugh,
We're a long way from it.
no need to worry. I've already taken...
Excuse me. Coming through. Coming through.
Alright, nice to see you again.
Chiori, your shipment's here. I know it's quite late, so I'm...
Deep breaths, Kirara.
Oh, so Kirara's the...
Oh, hey, Traveler and Paimon. Fancy seeing you. Wait a second. This is the second time that you've seen me flub a delivery.
So, what was the holdup?
Huh? No, nothing like that. I just ran into a bit of trouble.
Bandits, then? Or treasure hoarders?
Well, I didn't
Keeping you honest as always, I see.
All right. They were a little different from the ones I usually run into.
So it was a targeted hit?
My fabric
Yeah, they said that I could go as long as I left the goods with them. Otherwise, they'd...
Oh, are you okay?
I'm good. I'm still a yokai after all.
Well, it's not completely out of the ordinary for one of your deliveries to get intercepted. But it still doesn't make sense how you knew it was my goods they were after. Is there something else that you're keeping from...
Huh?
Perhaps...
So, I kind of wanted to know why anyone would order a hit on me, so I spent a bit of time investigating. One of the bandits had a loose tongue, which saved me some time. He said that a certain person had commissioned them to intercept Chiori Boutique's delivery.
And who might this...
Chiori?
I appreciate your kindness. Anyone that dares to mess with one of my friends deserves...
All right. The guy...
Uter. Now that name rings a bell.
Well, that's exactly why I didn't want to bring it up to you.
So you both know this Uter guy?
Through Chiori's complaints about him, sure. He's a fellow fashion designer who's made it his goal in life to make hers as miserable as possible.
Oh, so he's like...
A rival is what you call someone. Uter, however, just has it out for me as a designer. He's public. I've already warned him before to compete with me fair and square.
Wait, Chiori, where are you going?
To kill him,
To
probably.
teach someone a lesson. You must be tough.
Chiori!
And she's gone.
Oh no.
You seem concerned.
Well, she's always been the type of person to face things head on. But with her traveler, Paimon, could you go?
Yeah, we'll take good care.
I see nobody's in chat yet.
Any chance you're on the
Nothing good ever come. Oh? And I see the Traveler and Paimon are here too.
Chevras, we meet again.
Well, things have been fine on my end. We were able to bring in a large number of recruits thanks to that film we
I
made.
love story quests that
I
have their
suppose the
dialogue
trade-off
change
is that I'm
depending
now
on what
constantly
events you
getting
play.
stopped for autographs while out on...
Well, you were...
So,
Indeed it did.
I only ever hear that phrase from you.
Well,
Not before I know what you're...
have I ever made a bad call?
The better question is...
Okay. A man hired a group of bandits to mug my friend. I'm about...
Are you sure this is something you should be telling the captain of the Special Patrol? It's getting hard to tell whether you're here to report a case or turn yourself in for one.
Neither. I'm requesting personal supervision from said captain, so I don't do anything too out of line.
Are you planning to?
Not if I can help it.
All right. Where is this person?
Follow me.
Oh boy.
Just promise you'll start trying to keep yourself out of trouble.
Well, when trouble stops coming my way, I'll be sure to get on that.
Of course I had to catch her mid-blink, god damn it. Not exactly the couple shot I wanted, but it's just what I happened to get.
This should be the place. You all wait here.
You know, Chevras, Paimon gets the sense that you two are actually pretty close.
It's just as Chiori said. We got to know each other pretty well in our lines of work.
Does Chiori often need your help?
I'd say it's mutual. The Special Patrol, the uniform, the musket, they're intimidating. Most people clam up but put them in a clothing boutique, and they suddenly start gushing faster than the waters at the Fountain of Lucine.
Oh, is that because they're trying to show off or something?
Yeah, not feeling it. I hadn't even put it in my mouth yet, and I'm not even feeling it. That is pretty good, but I can only take a tiny bit of jalapeno at a time.
Do you want this to the inside?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. People are vain creatures. They can't help but want to talk up new developments in their lives or show off how much they know about other people. And nothing brings out that sort of vanity quite like fashion. As a result, Chiori often picks up on all kinds of information in her shop. Most of her customers are members of the upper class, which means they're pretty much up to the gills in wealth and intel.
You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. Huh, Paimon gets it now?
Exactly. I'm also here to ensure Chiori's safety. Those who make trouble for her also tend to be rich and powerful.
No, it's just being ignored, okay.
And in some very rare cases... So, who got on her case?
Oh, so this is what...
Huh?
You've heard of him?
Yep. He's made trouble for Chiori several times already. So he's back at it, huh? His funeral, I guess.
Whoa, what's this about
I just meant that Uter's done for. Now bring it in, you...
Sure.
Because this is probably going to turn into one of those very rare cases I just talked about.
What are you doing? Stay away from me!
Has anyone ever taught you the definition of stupidity?
Huh?
Stupidity is doing the same meaningless thing over and over again. It appears you've forgotten what I told you before. So, allow me to refresh your memory. Lay off the dirty tricks. Oh, and if you dare lay your hands on my friend again, you can expect a far less pleasant landing next time.
Ahem. Chiori?
Officer, an assault's in progress! Please, officer, you've got to do something!
Of course. I'll do my utmost to investigate the situation. Unfortunately, I was chatting with this traveler and seemed to have missed what happened. Not to worry, though. If you'd allow me to search the scene, I'm sure I'll be able to collect some useful evidence. You don't mind, do you? There's nothing in there that would implicate you in any illegal activity, I would hope.
Forget it. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Ms. Chiori, I must also ask you to refrain from engaging in such disorderly conduct in the future, especially out in the open like this.
Apologies, officer. I guess you could say I'm just used to tossing out any trash I come across on the street.
Damn!
You...
Is there anything else either of you have to say for yourselves?
That's all from me. I sincerely hope that today's events will never happen again.
We'll see about that.
That was a threat. From both of them.
Whoa, that scared the heck out of Paimon! How did he just go flying out like that?
You're too kind.
Now's not the time to be accepting compliments. What happened to not doing anything too out of line?
Oh, not if I could help it, is what I said. And I think I kept to that. I started with a verbal warning, but he displayed neither shame nor remorse. If anything, he kept running his mouth with insults and threats.
Insults and threats so bad that he deserved to be tossed out like a sack of trash?
Believe it or not, they were that bad. He deserved to get knocked down a peg. It's the only way to get him to stop.
You could have reported him to the guards.
Oh, I will. But it'll take some time for them to gather evidence. And he denied that he ever had anything to do with those bandits. I don't want anything else to happen during Fontaine Fashion Week. On top of that, if Kirara is going to continue delivering goods for me, the least I can do is guarantee her safety.
Oh, multi-character interactions that actually mean something. Holy shit.
That reminds me.
Voyevers, you're getting good again.
There is another favor I'd like to ask of you today.
What a shame. I believe you've already used up your favor quota for the day.
Have I? Well, it's a good thing I was planning on taking an advance on tomorrow's
Chiori.
quota then.
Don't you think you're maxed out on advances already?
I always pay you back in information, don't I? It's just like you said. You scratch my back, and I scratch yours.
So far, I like Chiori as a character, not enough to pull, but I do like her as a character. I've always liked her as a character. I think she's fun. I would rather pull for Arlecchino. That's the gist of it. I would rather pull for I'd rather pull for Akino rather than an Albedo 2.0.
We're back.
You were gone for an awfully long time. Oh, please tell me nothing bad happened.
There's nothing to worry about. All you need to know is that...
Sorry.
What are you talking about? You didn't do anything wrong. The next time you need to leave the city, call the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. They'll escort you half of the way, and the Spina di Rosula can take the second half. With that sort of escort, the next time you make a delivery, those treasure hoarders won't go anywhere near your goods. Unless, of course, it's to offer to carry them for you. I'm being serious. You know me.
Wait, you don't mean...
I've already spoken to the captain of the Special Patrol. As discussed, the patrol's going to take a small
There's really no need. I'm just a simple courier. I don't need to be surrounded by a bunch of...
Well, you certainly shouldn't count on such a procession for every trip you make to find. It'll also show those guys what'll happen to those who dare to mess with my friend. Yes, well put.
Well, if you think it's a...
Well, with the bad guys out of the way and your goods safely delivered, everything should be good to go for Fontaine Fashion Week, right?
I believe so. I'll try to churn out a few more outfits over the next few days. I've heard a lot of suppliers will be participating this year.
Paimon's gonna take a guess and say...
But of course, they supply us designers with funding. That's also why this year...
But isn't your brand already really famous, Chiori? Your clothes are...
Even so, I would imagine they're...
Well...
Then it's still not famous enough. My goal...
All of it?
Wait, would that mean I could just go to any Chioria branch on the continent to get my clothes fixed? It has been pretty inconvenient.
Alternatively, of course, you could just be a bit more careful with them.
Okay, I'll admit, they do get snagged on branches pretty often. But
Well, if that's your dream, Chiori, then we should do our best to make... Oh, what is it?
Why don't you come to my shop tomorrow and model for me?
Oh, so we get to try them?
Seeing them off the rack will also give me the chance to make some small...
Sounds easy enough.
No need. We've over... If you like them, though. Feel...
Ooh, sounds...
Then we have a deal.
Yep, sounds good. Wait, kids' clothes? Paimon told you already, she's not a little kid.
Yeah, well, Paimon, you kind of... Oh, there's a screenshot opportunity. 3 Inazumans in Fontaine. Let's just grab a quick screenshot. And that's... Oh, it's all my dailies come out already. Okay, cool.
Quicker.
Ad Ast...
Thank you for
Ad Astro...
Nope, that's not what I want. Actually, you know what? Since I already went through the trouble of and going like that, so.
Chiori, we're here!
you're here early. I haven't even opened the shop yet.
Wait, has Kirara left already?
Yep, with the special patrol. Bright and early.
Did everything go all right on the road?
I believe so. The patrol makes for quite the entourage. The way they marched forward with Kirara in the center, you'd think she was some sort of VIP. For the second leg, the Spina also came with a pretty large group, led by Navia herself. They took care to clear the path beforehand as well. Kirara won't so much as step on a single stray rock on her journey. I even heard that Navia decided out of the blue to make a batch of macarons as a going-away gift for Kirara. An excellent souvenir to remember Fontaine by, I'd say.
Sounds like Navia really got into it.
My thoughts exactly. She even lamented the fact that she didn't have time to prepare something even fancier. I'm pretty sure she can't wait for another escort opportunity to come her way.
You know, now that you mention Navia, Paimon thinks the two of you are actually pretty similar. You say what you mean, and when you have an idea, you really hit the ground running.
I suppose that's why we're such good friends. Navia has a certain resilience about her. It's part of who she is. No matter what comes her way, she never bows down in the face of adversity. That sort of determination and courage is something I really admire. That same spirit is the true vision of my brand. When she first mentioned commissioning an outfit from my boutique, well, I'm sure you can imagine my excitement.
It's like finding the perfect brand ambassador, huh?
Indeed. Customers pay attention not just to the clothes, but also to the figures in society who wear said clothes. People like to copy the styles of those they look up to.
Huh. And here Paimon thought all that mattered was for the clothes to look cute.
Fashion is about more than just looks, my dear. Especially if you've got your sights set on a market the size of Teyvat. Well, would you look at the time?
Oh yeah. Come on, let's get down to business. We're here to model.
And we're not going to get to
Indeed.
see any of it.
Give me a moment while I go retrieve some fabrics and sample outfits. Why don't you help me set up the shop displays in the meantime?
Set them up? How exactly?
Just carefully organize the ready-to-wear clothes with an eye toward their types and styles. This way, we can guarantee that the customers will see something different every day.
Whoa, there sure is a lot that goes into running a store.
Well then, I'll leave the displays to you.
So, we just need to put all the clothes with similar styles together, right?
Not bad. You might just have an eye for design. Anyway, let's move on to the real task at hand. Over here, stand still. I'll take your measurements first.
Excuse me, Miss Chiori.
Of course you're getting
Oh,
interrupted.
good morning, Leanne. How have you been recently? Your gown will be ready next week, so there's no need to worry about...
Oh, no.
Uh,
But you can keep the deposit, of course. I know you can't.
don't worry about the materials. It's all right. I'm not trying...
Thank you.
Don't worry about it.
Is it just Paimon, or was she acting a bit strange?
It's not a big deal. These things happen
No, I
every
think
once
it's
in a
because
while.
that
A family
guy.
emergency, an important judging from the look on her face, something's keeping...
Well, guess this means you'll have...
That's true. Come.
Is Miss Chiori in?
I am. How can I help you?
I'd like to return.
Oh. Could I...
It's just, not to my liking.
Is there something about it that didn't meet your expectations?
No need. You don't have to.
And I'd be happy to...
Is Chiori here? I'd like to return.
Another one?
Is there some sort of new calamity coming that I haven't heard about? Surely the entire population...
What kind of rags are you trying to sell us, huh? Please calm down.
Oh.
Haven't you heard? Chiori boutique has been exposed.
And just who is it that...
Well, you tell us. The fabrics you've...
I've been transparent about my materials. If a little hearsay and baseless slander are enough to convince you, then by all means, go ahead and...
You...
Elof! Miss Chiori?
Go outside and help these customers with their return requests. There's, And once you're done, put up the sign that says, "Got it."
Yeah, it's that scumbag.
Chiori.
They couldn't be more fabricated if you tried. The real goal here is to divert my attention away from...
If you say so.
The best way to respond to public skepticism is to let your work speak.
Miss Chiori, bad news!
Oh, for the love of...
It's our accessories supplier. They just sent...
What? No access...
Yes, that's what they're...
And what about the models we have?
I think they'll...
Even the suppliers, but...
Is the messenger still here?
No, they've already left.
So, no accessories mean...
Not just that. It means no...
But if you take the...
Alof, you stay and watch the shop.
Yeah, and we can vouch for you.
Thank you.
It's that scumbag.
In that
I
case-
know it. Oh, that guy. Well, I'll take a screenshot just in case I never get to come back in here, and I'm sure I will. Oh, okay, it is an open door now. Good. Yeah, but I know it. I already know it's that one guy slandering Chiori.
By the way, we really are just going to talk, right?
Of course. I wouldn't do anything to one of my business partners, especially when a reasonable conversation should suffice.
Who is it?
Venger, we've worked together all these years.
Straightforward as...
And Wen has following convention. I don't like to waste my time on baseless lies and speculation.
You're right.
So, these
No, not at all.
Well then, there you go. Those sort of headlines become old news faster than you can...
You would think someone paid off the tabloids to publish the same article at once.
Every house?
It seems your rival really pulled out all the stops this time.
What sort of photo?
A photo of...
Yesterday?
Ucher again.
Here, I've got a copy. See for yourselves.
Behind the scenes, the true Chiori, relying on its close ties to the criminal...
I don't know what happened, and I don't want to comment on things that I didn't see with my own eyes. Still, that photo...
Yeah, he was the one who
I appreciate you standing up for me, Paimon.
That's right. The court of public opinion has already made up its mind.
But that was so long ago.
In the world of fashion, your past is like a piece of clothing state. They claim that most of your clientele are criminals and...
The absurdity.
Well, it's no lap. Maybe your clientele are criminals. Maybe they're not. But with the way this article combines fact with rumor, trying to
Venger, are you...
But I'm no longer that brave. I'd be perfectly happy to work with you again after this. But my daughter is manning the store during Fashion Week. Let me offer you a piece of advice, Chiori.
You're free to wait things out, Venger. Have you ever thought maybe this attitude of mine is precisely...
Fair enough. Then...
Understood.
So, what should we do now?
We gotta kill
Without the
this guy.
accessories,
How could they dupe
Public opinion has never been about what's true. I should have seen it from.
Well, guess all we can do is just head back for now.
Traveler! Paimon!
Charlotte, what are you doing here?
Looking for you, of course. Did you see those fashion tabloids this morning?
You mean that sorry excuse for an article?
You too, huh? Whoever wrote that article must have known the Steambird would never print something so defamatory. Miss Chiori doesn't deserve to suffer all this base.
That's great! With your...
It's my pleasure. I've met... She was the one who made the hat and tie for my camp. Speaking of Miss Chiori,
she was just...
If you ask me, I think Chiori Boutique is done for.
Buddy.
I mean, what did they expect?
Buddy.
Engaging with criminals behind their customers' backs.
That's what I think of that, buddy.
they kept up a solid front, though. I've even bought from them before.
Oh my god, just let
Really?
me go!
How was it?
I don't...
The owner was
I don't want to sit through that shit.
Oh no, we've lost her. Did you hear what all those people...
Miss Chiori doesn't often appear in public or give... It's also true that her way of dealing with things can...
Oh, this is all Uterra's fault. Paimon would
Yeah.
pick him up and throw him across the room too if she could. Wait a second.
That would only make the situation worse.
You've got a point.
It would only make the situation worse if she did that, yeah.
Elaf, we're back! Oh, who's this?
This is Miss Letitia.
Oh, you were the one who came to collect...
Oh, no, not at all. I'm just here.
So you've come across...
Yeah, you probably don't know this. But after I got engaged, I didn't think I'd be able to wear a Chiori dress on my wedding day.
Why?
My fiancé owns a small business. It doesn't bring in a lot of mora, but we get by.
Oh,
After
God,
he
is her
proposed,
husband
he took me
that
to
guy?
Chiori Boutique, and we put down a custom order for a dress. He probably noticed how often I talked about Miss Chiori's clothes and how pretty they were. Being able to wear one of her dresses to my wedding has always been my dream.
And then?
And then, something happened to the business, and we ran into major mora problems.
But didn't Chiori say she was able to make the dress from what was left?
Yes. When I came to cancel the order, she heard me out, and then told me not to worry. She assured me that
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
it is good. It's just, after I went home yesterday,
What a...
well, see, that he's seen a lot of wedding dresses in his time doing business.
Huh? So wait,
Yeah. Miss Chiori covered all the costs and held nothing back.
Miss Letitia, I'd really like to use your story for a piece.
Huh? Well,
I think it'd go a long way.
Hey, Olaf!
Huh? I thought.
Well, we were.
Oh, I remember now. In that case, why don't we split up? I'll continue
All
Good
right,
idea.
sounds good. Let's...
Oh wow, we're going up here. Okay, cool. It's a pretty high cliff, jeez. Oh, there's a meme format to be made here. Might be a little disrespectful, but...
There you are, Chiori!
How did you...
She did. We were just looking for you at the shop, and Letitia was...
I'm not upset. Want to sit here with me? The view's quite stunning. Sorry about...
All right. Alright, don't mind if we do.
Well, how does it feel?
This place is pretty great.
Right? It's quiet and open, and far from the relentless critique from fashion commentators and the media. It's just you and the beautiful scenery.
Yeah, it's important to take yourself out of that kind of stressful environment every once in a while.
I didn't grow up in a very strict family. My parents would joke that I grew up to be so assertive because they spoiled me as a child. I would get together with the other children to climb trees and explore caves. One time, I even climbed over the walls of the Kamisato estate. One of the servants had to physically remove me.
Whoa, Paimon would have never imagined that.
But even as rambunctious as I was, when it came to needlework, I was as quiet and focused as could be. It was as if I discovered a whole new world within those vibrant, dazzling fabrics. You know the feeling?
Sorta.
My parents noticed, and they sent me to study under a famous Inazuman tailor. It wasn't long before I had driven away pretty much every master tailor on the archipelago. You could say I really tried their patience.
You were that misbehaved?
I wasn't misbehaved, exactly. I just often had strange ideas when it came to fashion. Ones that weren't in line with traditional ways of doing things. On top of that, I hated the idea of groveling and making outfits for every arrogant big shot expecting me to be at their beck and call. Anyway, a few incidents later, I soon found myself without a master. Worse, not one shop was willing to hire me. Not even to do grunt work.
No wonder you left Inazuma.
I was angry and frustrated. So, before I left, I swore to all those masters that my brand would one day become renowned all over Teyvat.
Well, that's a great dream to strive towards.
After that, I came all the way to the court of Fontaine, a city often referred to as the capital of arts and fashion. I had a lot of fun starting out. Sure, I was living in a small cramped room, but I was finally free to make whatever I wanted. I had a far more naive view of fashion back then. As long as something was pretty, it would become popular, right? A simple concept, surely. Of course, as I spent more and more time in the industry, I learned nothing was ever that simple. Least of all, fashion. Oh, you mean Letitia? Yeah, she did mention that dream. I'll be honest with you. That's the first time I ever heard something like that from one of my customers. Who would have thought? Even as I continue to pursue my dream, my work has also become someone else's. Alright, that's enough sightseeing for one day. Time to come up with a way out of this mess.
Ooh, looks like you've got your game face back.
Back? It was never gone to begin with. I did say I wasn't upset, didn't I?
Paimon thinks we should look for evidence that Uter wrote that article, and that he hired those treasure hoarders to attack Kirara. Charlotte's already working on an article to address all those nasty rumors so we can publish all our findings in the Steambird once we're done.
I don't like duking it out in the press. But if Charlotte's thrown her hat in the ring, I won't stop her either. I know where Uter's clothing factory is located. It might be a good place to start looking for some evidence.
Sounds good. We'll come with. As for Fashion Week, well, there's always next year, right? So there's no need to be too upset.
Huh? When did this become an either-or situation?
But your accessory...
Well, it's true that I haven't quite figured out what to do about that. To tell you the truth, even here in Fontaine, every time I'm thinking about all that, I just...
What did you...
The sea.
got...
Come, let's take a...
Chiori?
Paimon, what do you think is the most beautiful thing in the sea?
A Lumitoile? Or a pearl, maybe? Oh, coral's pretty too. Ah, Paimon gets it now! You want to use things like that as the accessories for your designs!
Well, now that you hit the nail on the head, help me grab some, would you?
Leave it to us! Enough, right? Paimon picked all the prettiest ones in this area. Chiori, will these do?
Everything looks great. I've also collected a pretty big batch, so we should have enough.
Great! So are we gonna head back now and make some new designs?
Yes, but don't forget. Okay, we've got the materials for the accessory.
You mean we have to start from...
I should be able to make it.
Oh no, skipping out on sleep is not the... Well, anyway, sleep...
Well, I can't argue with you there. All this grit.
What else can we help?
I suppose all there's left to do is...
You got it!
You heard me. When I went to that first fashion week, I had to make something work, so I tore up all the clothes that I brought with me from Enid. If it worked back then, why not now?
But you worked so hard.
I know. That's why
okay.
No need to be nervous. Of course. If anyone dared to tear up one of my dresses in front... Just this once, though. I think I can make an exception. Go ahead and tear them up. Think of it as a good way to vent your emotions. Good job. That should do it.
Chiori, are you all right? Sorry for taking so long. I got caught up and... Whoa. What happened to your shop? Who did this? Those mons, give me their names. Since they're all too eager to tear up other people's clothes, I think it's about time the Spina di Rosula return the favor.
Maybe you should calm down a bit first, cause you see...
Ugh, what is this, a soap opera? I was the one who asked the traveler to tear up the outfits. We need all the fabric and accessories we can get.
Oh, so that's what happened. I guess I got a bit ahead of myself just now. Back to what you were doing, everyone. You can all just pretend like I didn't say anything.
Navia sure is scary when she's angry.
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a false accusation.
You and Chiori are really...
Of course! Everyone knows that Chiori makes the most gorgeous outfits in town.
Now, If only you'd give me the...
As if you'd enjoy designing something as boring and plus. With how much your intel has helped us out and
If I had it my way, it would be the other way around.
anyway, we both know why I'm here.
If it's not too much trouble, can I borrow some skilled hands to help with some simple sewing work?
Oh, no problem. I've got a few of those guys all ready to go. I just knew you wouldn't be intimidated into withdrawing. When are you going to get started?
Actually...
Ask away.
Oh, and Traveler and Paimon, could you help me pass word to Linny and Lynette?
I'm done with my interview. Has Miss Chiori made it back yet?
Oh! What happened to the boutique? Who did this? Give me names. I'll make sure every last one lands a full feature on the front page of the Steambird tomorrow.
Wait, is the ceiling meant to be open? Or is that a rendering bug?
Not this again.
Oh. I have to do Lynette's. Hang on. And in the hangout for now.
Wait.
Oh, so it's just always been open to the sky. Cool. That's very cool.
What should we do about these clothes?
Sort them by the type of fabric first, and then by color.
That sounds pretty straightforward.
Anyway, I do like Chiori as a character, but I'm not pulling for her.
Great, you're both here.
A moment later and you'd have missed us.
We read the article in the papers. She helped design a number of our costumes in the past and even sponsored one of our performances. The time has come, it seems, for us to return the favor.
Oh, perfect. She was the one who sent us.
In that case, I assume that there's something...
Okay, so it's like this.
Is that all we'll need to do?
Should be a piece of cake for the two.
Paimon's glad to hear. Well then, guess it's about time we go and find some evidence. Chiori said we shouldn't disturb her over the next couple of...
But the show's in another 2 days, isn't...
Well, according to her, she wants to first beat Uter fair and square at the show, and then defeat him in the court of public opinion.
A two-pronged approach?
Courtesy first, confrontation second?
Yeah, something like that.
Understood. Then we'll have faith in her decision.
All right, we're counting on you.
Lynette is beautiful.
Okay, then let's also do as Chiori said. And oh, Paimon sure...
It sounds like I should assemble a little lore team here. I'm not using this team. I'll make it a lore team.
Ah, we'll be a traveling magic troupe.
You lead the way.
And then Charlotte.
Let's get this interview started.
Oh, it's a one-time domain, I just realized. So, yeah. And do you have the right weapon on? No, you need ammo spell. Ammo spell, whatever. 62, 113, that's okay. Your artifacts are kind of copium right now. That's okay. Talents. Those are good levels, at least for now. Lynette, you are not built. You know what? That's a drip. I'll put it on you.
No way! I'm not guessing. Over here!
Well, I guess I'll just wait 2 days. Alright, what we need to do is take the lens, activate it. Alright, now we can go. Now we can take photos inside this domain.
Oh, you're here.
Chiori! How are the...
Just a few steps left now.
Wow, that's cutting it real close.
Don't worry. I have no intention.
Okay, Paimon...
His factory is usually open to the public. We're just curious customers after all, aren't we?
Well, when you...
Anyway, Uter's factory is right over there.
Why would he open it?
We have different marketing strategies. While I specialize in high-end...
Alright!
You make a good point.
Enter the factory. And you gotta try out Chiori. Makes sense. Can't take photos inside domains, huh? I beg to differ. Oh, this is badass. I'm so glad I brought Charlotte in here. Oh, this looks so cool, no matter how you look.
Hold that pose!
Do it like that. There we go.
We're in! There really is nobody here.
And it's a trap, I'm pretty sure.
Smile!
This thing.
Welcome, dear visitors.
Oh, Paimon nearly fell out of the air! What is that thing?
A mechanical guide. They usually use a recorded tape to give you a tour of the factory.
Please.
Jump scare
Follow me,
warning,
dear
Jesus
guests.
Christ.
Smile!
A little unnerved by the lack of music. I'm just gonna take a close-up shot.
Say cheese!
First stop on our tour is a look at the gradual evolution of our clothing brand.
Well, that's
Say cheese!
cool stuff. This is a cool domain. I'm glad I brought Charlotte in here.
After that, we welcome you to peruse our most popular styles.
Huh. Lotero seems to be doing pretty well for himself, doesn't he? Why would he feel the need to bother you when he could just focus on improving his own brand?
This is the studio where our designs are made. Please, take a look around at your leisure.
Yeah. This seems like Uter's workspace, all right. Let's see what we can find.
This feels like a trap.
These are the fitting rooms. Please use them at your leisure.
Huh? There seems to be something in this fitting room.
Just grab another shot of this. Oh, we're getting close to the surface, I can see.
Hold that pose! Why did the door just
fitting room's
close?
an
Hold on
elevator.
tight, Paimon.
Why is it moving?
It seems to have stopped.
This is a very rare set piece.
Smile!
That is juxtaposition at its finest. This is a cool little chamber here. I'm very glad I brought Charlotte so I can grab some pictures.
Where did this thing take us?
It seems like we're someplace deeper inside the factory.
Now disappear!
Surprise! Hold that pose! Say cheese!
Okay, good. The photo mode isn't affected by the shield.
Hold that pose!
That's cool. This place is cool. I'm very... I know I keep saying this. I'm very glad I brought Charlotte here.
Smile!
And I wish she had been out before 4.2. Or I wish the gadget that allows me to take photos with her had been out before 4.2. Oh, can't get up on the piece of wood. Unless... Oh yeah, I can. Okay.
Say cheese!
Oh, badass set piece coming up here.
Look out! There are guards here!
Oh, this is badass. This feels like, genuinely feels like something straight out of Portal.
A round of applause!
Hold the line! Yeah!
Lend me a hand.
Can we go up here? We can. Sweet. How far up here can we go? Oh, we can go pretty damn far. Okay. Oh, this is badass.
Smile!
I fucking love this set piece, man. Can we go up any further? No, not really. Damn. I'm sure there's nothing up there anyway. Would have still been cool. Come on, Oyoverse. Can't you let us do cool stuff? Really? Invisible wall? Invisible wall? You gotta be kidding me. Ooh, yeah, there's no way back up from that. Or that. That was right, instant death hits. Then. Oh, conveyor belt.
Say cheese!
These are some badass set pieces. Man, I wish the regular camera just worked in here without me having to use the fucking zoom ones. Holy Willy Wonka! Jesus Christ.
This place is filthy!
Look over there.
Ooh, that water...
And I was the one using unsafe materials, Uter?
So he was actually the one...
No wonder his clothes always felt weird to the touch.
He's been using all manner of
Should the...
Never mind issues with shrinking and fading.
That's terrifying!
Okay, can I take
This
those
way
photos?
you won't be able to try and deny anything in court!
Hey, yeah, that's cool and all.
Smile! Doesn't look like there's a path here.
Follow me. Let's go up.
This is a cool fucking place, dude. I want to walk back here for a bit so I can get a wider angle shot. This is a really fucking cool place.
Hold that pose!
So, characters can canonically take photos in domains. It's just that we, the player, can't. That's lovely. It's lovely and sure doesn't feel like favoritism on Hoyoverse's part. You don't want to go under that printing press. Let's shut. Okay, let's make sure we haven't missed a chest, though. This feels like a place where an easily missable chest would appear. Like, I'm sure that door up there leads somewhere. What is this? I know this is most likely not the way we're meant to go. I think it looks cool here. Okay, I reckon we're probably not meant to be here yet. That's the word. Yet. We're not meant to be here yet.
Hold that pose! Smile!
I wonder if that was like an unused area or something I just managed to Chiori my way up to.
This place seems like some kind of warehouse. Huh? What's going on? Our way in's been blocked.
Seems like he knew we'd be coming.
You did say he knew you really well, didn't you?
Yes. And that's because we used to be partners.
But you're practically at each other's throats!
When I first came to Fontaine, we were both fledgling designers who longed to gain a foothold in the world of fashion. We shared the same goal, so we decided to work together. In the beginning, we both wanted to make clothes that would stand out from the crowd and shatter tradition. The kind of clothes that would turn heads and leave people in awe. But with every criticism we received, and every sponsor that finally, right before Fashion Week, he came to the conclusion that we wouldn't be able to make the designs we always dreamed of. And we parted
don't
ways.
make me feel bad for the bad guy. Seriously, don't make me feel bad for the bad guy. I don't want to feel bad for the bad guy. Especially when he's
For my
in
part,
PC.
I gambled it all and devoted everything I had to that 1 week. I came out the other side with something that really made me proud. I was nervous.
You received the acclaim of all Fontaine.
I don't know the exact details of what happened after that.
He's just jealous of what you've accomplished.
Well, let's focus on getting out of here first. Missing the show is as good as letting him win.
There are some control...
This is some cool stuff. You know, if only Hoyoverse would let us take screenshots of this in normal gameplay. And not have to rely on the fucking very specific combination of having one specific character with one specific gadget that came from one specific event.
Oh, that doesn't seem to have done anything. Maybe try the next one? That didn't do anything either.
Oh, now the pressures are on. There's all sorts of threats.
Warning.
And now...
Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Here comes the finale!
Rustin!
Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Use the spotlight! Zip on us! Delicate!
Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Look over there. Seems like there's a way out. Maybe we can use these mechanisms to get higher.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode.
I think we hop on this. And yeah.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders.
Pressure
Entering
activates.
expulsion mode.
Lifts us up. Chest. Oh.
Say cheese!
Badass set piece right here. Coming out into the light. Oh my god, this is so cool! Why don't you let us take screenshots normally in domains? Playovers, please. Oh, that's so cool.
We finally made it out. Why does it feel like the movement patterns of those mechs have changed?
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure.
Dude, this is so cool. This is so cool.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure.
Okay, get up on here. Okay, you probably don't want to be on that. Okay, we need to actually play as Chiori.
Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure.
This is so cool, dude.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure.
Yeah, let me get off the conveyor belt for a second, so I can grab a picture. Or 3. Bro, this is so cool. This is so cool.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure.
Let me just grab a couple more pictures. So cool. Yeah, I knew we'd be coming back here later. I figured. And now time to go underwater.
Say cheese!
Which means our time at the camera is unfortunately cut short. Because Charlotte can't use her skills underwater. This is pretty. Well, this is pretty. Up the pipe. Okay, good. We're back into the mode where we can actually take pictures.
We're finally out of that stinky place. Let's take this evidence and get out of here. Finally, the entrance. At last.
Oh, Those chambers couldn't hold you, I see. What a surprise.
Scumbag.
We've collected a bunch of evidence on all the nasty stuff happening at your factory. You're not getting away this time, Uter.
The evidence on your person, you mean? What makes you think I have any intention of letting it get past these walls?
Oh, time to kill.
More mechanical guards? Really? Ever thought about using these funds for a legitimate purpose?
Oh, but this is a legitimate purpose.
What? Destroying Chiori Boutique? Or continuing to make your rotten rags?
Proving that fashion is merely a laughable farce. A carnival of ignorance!
You know what your problem is, Uter? You've become so obsessed with the concept of fashion itself that you let it paralyze you. Stop trying to cater to it. Focus on your own work, and you get to decide what fashion means.
Yeah?
Spare me the lecture, why don't you? Sooner or later, you'll cater to all the voices too, you know. After all, what is fashion but another form of public opinion?
Fashion is about aspiring towards a certain ideal, but it's up to you to decide what it is. My brand caters to no one but myself and my vision. That's my ideal, and it's not going to change.
Well, once the people witness their former darling's spectacular fall, they'll understand how laughable that ideal truly is.
That's what you've been trying to prove all this time? Your jaded understanding of the industry is the reason you've had it out for my brand for so long? You weren't like this before, Uter. What happened to the man who wanted to make something that would bring the entire world to its knees?
He realized long ago how utterly naive and ridiculous that dream was.
You gave up on your dream, but that wasn't enough, was it? You had to find a way to prove to yourself that it could never have been possible at all. You think you understand, but you're just a bitter man who let his regrets dictate his choices. You regret giving up on your dream. So you stopped at nothing to prove to yourself that it wasn't the wrong choice. This whole thing, Uter. It's pathetic.
Pathetic? Why don't you take a look in the mirror? You're a fool daydreaming about taking all of Teyvat by storm. Well, good luck doing that when even Fontaine doesn't have a place for you anymore.
You're right. Maybe all those who pursue their dreams are fools. But more pitiful still are cowards who are too afraid to even attempt what the fool is brave enough to try.
You!
That's a gun.
Yeah, just leave this guy to us.
No, you go instead.
But
It'll be fine. Just go to the venue and tell everyone to proceed with the plan. I'll deal with him. Some lessons are best delivered in person.
Catch up with us.
Trying to leave, are we?
I've held back all this time because of our past partnership, Uter. But all that changed after our tour of your factory.
Still trying to talk tough, I see.
No matter what you've been through, no matter why you've become like this. If I may borrow the words of a friend, a guy like you doesn't deserve my sympathy. Allow me to show you the true meaning of the Chiori brand.
Are you about to kill him? Oh wait, no, cutscene.
The Chiori brand represents more than a person or a trademark. It's a way of life.
Greetings, friends at Fontaine Fashion Week. Please feast your eyes on the extravaganza that Chiori Boutique has prepared for you today.
Brilliant, dazzling, and wholly unique. And most importantly,
Cute.
An enduring, never say die spirit. That's the true meaning of the Chiori brand. And now, let's welcome the thundering seamstress, Miss Chiori herself!
Did Chiori not...
Lights! Cameras! Over here, please!
Let the show begin.
The world may change, fashion along with it, but Chioria will remain the same. No challenge is too great. Chioria caters to no one. Not even the times. Rather, Chioria will always lead the fashion of our time. Finally, let's not forget. Only those who do not give up on their dreams are worthy of this brand. Well then, I suppose all that's left to say is, Happy Fashion Week, fellow dreamers.
How about this?
A little more to the left.
Like this?
Perfect.
Phew. Oh, that looks great! Miss Chiori, can I take a picture?
Of course.
I didn't know you'd make a brand new signboard.
I made it before Fashion Week. I figured it'd be best to put it up after the success of the show.
Well, how can you become renowned through all of Tevat without a fancy signboard of your own? The Spina's way ahead of you in that regard.
Now that you mention it, perhaps our magic troupe could use one of those.
Our signatures are the Grinmalkin cat and the Bogglecat box. Oh, and we need to add Pear as well.
Pear would need an alias, of course. How about... the Hangry Bird.
That's not much of a laugh.
So, does that mean your signboard is going to be 2 cats and a penguin stuffed into a single hat?
Ooh, that sounds super snuggly and warm. And a bit cramped. Miss Chiori, I'm done taking pictures. You can expect the article in tomorrow's Steambird, along with the evidence the Traveler gathered.
Thank you, Charlotte.
It's my pleasure. Bringing the truth to light is a journalist's duty.
Going forward, feel free to custom order any accessories you need for Monsieur Verite. It's on the house.
Huh? You really mean it?
Of course. The same goes for you too, Linny and Lynette. If you have need of any costumes in the future, just drop me a note.
What about something other than a costume?
Thank you, Chiori. It's much appreciated.
Well, I don't really need anything. Just don't be a stranger, all right?
I don't need anything either. So long as you continue to request my international courier services from Komania Express, we're golden.
Actually, that reminds me. When will you be leaving, Kirara?
Huh? About that.
The Spina di Rosula has prepared a special vehicle for you, so you can just get in and we'll push it all the way out of Fontaine.
What? Oh, that's so embarrassing.
Ooh, do we get something nice too, Chiori?
Of course. Just hold on a second.
Disrupting public order at the show, appropriating venue lighting equipment without authorization, using weaponry in public, hosting a dangerous performance without notifying the authorities.
Chevras, we can explain!
If you come across anyone who matches those descriptions, please report them to the Special Patrol at your earliest convenience.
Enjoyed that, didn't you? Ugh, you nearly scared me half to death.
Says the one who pulled that stunt earlier. How about you do me a favor and tell me in advance next time you're planning something like that?
And if I had, would you have approved?
No, but it would have at least spared me a whole lot of anxiety.
They're so busy.
Well, I would say I more than made it up to you, have I not? A whole underground workshop in the Fleuve Sandra, and the man responsible all tied up and handed to you on a silver platter. Sounds pretty thoughtful if you ask me.
It's like a fitting.
All right,
kind of
I won't argue with you.
An epilogue to
You can
Fontaine
have
and
this
Salvage
one.
Fields.
Well, friends, I would say we've earned ourselves a nice meal for our efforts. Let's go. Spina's treat.
I'll have to take a rain check. I've still got a lot of paperwork to take care of, so you all go have fun. Oh, by the way, Chiori, I ran into Vanger on the way here. He had a message for you.
I don't need to hear it. I'm sure the old fool used pretty much every apology in the book. I'll just visit him some other day and give him a hard time about everything.
You know him well.
Thanks again, Shelvrus.
My pleasure. Oh, and one last thing. That was really quite an amazing show.
You don't say.
All right, all right. Follow me if you want in on the celebration feast. Come on, we're leaving.
Traveler, Paimon, could you go wait for me at that place with the view? I'll let Navia know that we'll be a little late. There's something I'd like to give you.
A place with a view? Oh, Paimon knows where you mean. Sure, no problem.
Perfect. I'll be right there.
I'm gonna grab the voice light, some of the voice lines from this quest. Awesome.
Say cheese!
Let me just unequip that gadget now. Is Lisa still going on? No, it is not. Of course it's not. Alright, yeah. Teleport there.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, we didn't wait long at all. But what did you want to...
Here, take this.
Oh, wow! A brooch! And in the style of Chiori
Oh, that's
Boutique,
pretty.
too! Wait, Paimon gets one as well?
Oh my god.
I've only made 2 for now. After much consideration, I decided to give them to you two.
Damn, strange that didn't take in time. Oh well.
You've been a great help. There were even times when I felt like I had to fight back and win. Even if it was just to honor the trust that you had in me.
Well, we may have helped a little, but Paimon would say you deserve most of the credit.
I know for certain that was not the case. I've chased my dream for so long that I've come to understand something. Apart from conviction and persistence, the thing that matters most is having friends who believe in you even when you don't believe in yourself. A single person can only do so much. Without all your help, Chiori Boutique could have easily fallen to ruin.
Well, Paimon doesn't think it would have ever gotten to that point. Not if you had anything to say about it.
Perhaps my words were a little pretentious, but they do reflect how I truly feel. I won't bow or scrape before any force in this world, much less any individual. I'm confident in the quality of my work. Create something beautiful, and there will always be people who appreciate it.
Well, guess there's nothing to worry about then. Should we go back and join them at the victory feast?
Oh, yes,
Oh,
of
not
course.
Mr. Royal.
But before that, I'd like to admire the view for just a little while longer. You know, of all the nights I've spent in Fontaine, I'd say this is the loveliest by far.
Beautiful. Now, can we actually attend that victory feast? Is it actually going on? That'd be cool if it did. Cool if it was, you know? Okay, let's check the wiki. Well, I think that's a pretty good stream for tonight. I better get back to my friends here, so I'll see y'all in the next one.
Art is the key ingredient in fine dining. Forget about me.